It's Courtney. Back at it again with another video. Um, y'all like my butterfly? Isn't it beautiful? My mother-in-law gave me that because I told her a story about how, right after my mom passed away, her best friend was a tattoo artist, like a really well-known, like, oh, try my vape. Ew, ew. Don't mind my lipstick, guys. It likes to go everywhere. But she's a very highly regarded tattoo artist where I'm from. She won all kinds of awards and everything else. But that's not the point. She was my mom's best friend, and when my mom passed away, she gave me this gypsy moth that was at least twice the size of that. It was huge. It was as big as a robin with its wings. You know, it was huge. It was probably 6 inches at least. That's what she said. Anyways, sorry guys, I just had to say that. It was beautiful, and she painted my mother's face on the wing of it, and then wrote "Believe" in really beautiful scroll, and just like put really like just majestic looking like filigree and everything around it. It was so beautiful. I loved that thing, and it was in a box just like that and hanging on my wall for quite a few years. And one day I came home and my dog was excited, and it's right in my entryway. I don't know if you guys have seen my picture wall right in my entryway. Probably not, because I don't even show my kid's face, so why would I show all the pictures on the wall? But anyways, so he was really excited when I came home from work, and he was shaking his butt back and forth and hit his butt on the wall, and bam, it came crashing down, man. I was so upset. I loved that thing. And it was so weird because there had been many other times where that thing had fallen off the wall. Not many, but at least 3 or 4 times it had fallen off the wall. Like if somebody would slam the door really hard or something like that, you know, stuff falls off the wall. The walls are very thin. But anyways, so yeah, so she gave me that after I told her that story, because I would always be like, I love that, it's so pretty. And one day she was finally like, just take it home with you. She's like, I don't need it, because she is a collector. She's a hoarder. Not a dirty hoarder though. Like, she doesn't collect trash and stuff. She just collects everything, especially angels. She loves angels, but she has a little bit of everything, I think. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get out of this lighting. It is terrible. Oh my god. Do my under eyes look yellow to you guys? I took a picture the other day. I just thought it was a fluke, but I took a picture the other day and there was like yellow splotches all over me. It was really weird, but now I'm seeing it again. Maybe it's yeah, it looks like it's my concealer, because I'm a ghost, so apparently, you know, even my almost white concealer is looking too dark on me. Awesome. I'm gonna have to get literally like white and then just add like a little bit of color into it. But alright guys, hold on just 1 second. Okay, so I had no idea what I wanted. So I had no idea what I wanted to talk about today. And I've been doing that here lately. Well, I posted a video on 420. It was about Columbine and 420 and just wishing everybody happy Easter and that kind of crap. But I haven't had any like subjects that I really wanted to talk about other than Columbine, because that's something that I think we should never forget. But anyways, so I didn't really have any ideas. I didn't even think I was going to make a video today. And then last night, beautiful, gorgeous Mandy came through for me and gave me some inspiration. So she was on there talking about, she read this gorgeous poem. I wish I knew the name of it, because I would tell y'all to go read it, because it is just, it made me cry. And I mean like ugly cry, like, you know, thinking about just the bad stuff. I mean, there's always good and bad, but with addiction, bad outweighs the good. So, hey baby. So, I was going to say, don't get up in the sink. She wants to climb up in the sink all the time. So, she was talking about how some people can get clean, but you wouldn't even know it, because they've already messed up their minds so much that you wouldn't even know that they're clean. They still, you know, have lots of symptoms. They could be paranoid schizophrenic, I've done it to myself. With all the Xanax, I am not the same person, and I never will be. I have CPTSD. Oh my god, that is like the hardest thing to get out. I'd rather just say the whole thing than but anyways, and I've got bipolar 1, which my mother had bipolar, so that, it probably would have came out anyways eventually, but, I think the addiction didn't help, because Xanax is horrible on your brain. It probably eats holes in your brain or something. I don't even really think they have long-term studies of what the effects are, because it hasn't been around for that long. But I know that I used to be extremely smart. Like, literally, whenever I took my GED, the lady told me that if I didn't go to college, that I was dumb. Because I just did such a good job. And I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just saying, like, from going from being, like, smart as can be, like, I think I was the second highest score, and there were, like, 50 people in taking the GED that time. And I was the second highest score. So, I mean, I'm not bragging about myself, but just from going from that to now, I can't even form a sentence sometimes. Like, you guys see it all the time. I have so much trouble thinking of words. Like, I know what I want to say, but I just can't get the word out. You know what I mean? I have to think about what I'm trying to say. I feel dumb sometimes now. I'm going to be honest. I feel fucking dumb. And it's the Xanax. I know what it was. And maybe it was other stuff too, but, Anyways, so, so she was talking about how people, sometimes they change, and even if they do get clean, it doesn't matter anymore, because they're just so far gone that they've already ruined their brain. And some people can get, counseling, therapy, there's a lot of things, music therapy even. Somebody said something about an MRI that helps with depression and anxiety and that kind of stuff. So I don't really know much about that, but I heard somebody saying that it's like almost like a shock treatment for your brain. I think without hurting you, maybe. I don't know. I have to look it up, I guess. Please turn that off. Thank you. Don't be making a mess either. So, anyways, some people are just can get help and get their brain working back in order. And other people, I don't even know that it's that they can't. It's just that it's so much work that they don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I know people like that. I know people, have you ever had this thing where, like, you brag on somebody with how they're doing so good and everything's been so great, and then as soon as you brag on them, it's a meltdown. They make you look like an asshole for saying, oh, good job, But I think some people, they could still get help, but they just see themselves as a lost cause. And that's very sad. Because if you see your life as just a waste, who can help you? What are you doing, baby doll? Don't be opening tampons. She's up there opening tampons. Don't open another one.
I'm doing something with the mirror.
Okay, well, clean the mirror with it then.
Yeah, I need water. The water.
She's mischievous. I'll have to show you all the bike that she got for Easter. It is really cool. My dad got it for her. Always coming through with the good presents, but they were only here for about 20 minutes to see the kids, so. Your presents don't matter. They want to see you. Autumn literally chased my dad out the door, said, Pappy Berry, don't leave. Pappy Berry, give me a hug. It broke my fucking heart. And
broke my heart too.
I'm sorry, baby. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I thought my husband was home from work, and B, I had to take that lipstick off because every time I would open my mouth, it was like sticking. My lips were sticking, and it was like cracking really bad. But anyways, so basically what I wanted to talk about today really is knowing when somebody is past the point of help, and at that point just holding you back in your own recovery. It's really hard to say that, especially when, you know, you love the person so much. Be it friend, family, it don't matter who it is. It's really, really hard to stop and say, this is not helping my recovery. This is hurting my... What are you doing? Please stop tearing out. Oh my god, she just wrapped herself in wrapping paper.
What?
This is what happens when my bedroom door is open.
What?
Anyways, so,
What?
I have to clean the bedroom. The, guardian little item comes on Thursday, which is awesome, but there's a few things I want to get done before she comes. Cosmetic things, nothing big, but, I want to...
Now?
No, Thursday. But yeah, there's still a few things I want to get done, so I've been trying to work in there today. So my bedroom door's open because that's where I've been working.
Come now.
No, baby. So, yeah, so knowing when to let go, or knowing when to say enough is enough, or knowing when to say I'm being held back, and I could do better without this person, or this person, is anchoring me down from getting better. It's about knowing when you have to draw that line. And I'm not, saying that, I'm great at it, because I'm not. I'm horrible at it. I've left people in my life for years and years and years that should have been cut out long ago. But I'm learning that sometimes, no matter how much you love somebody, it doesn't matter. They're still toxic for you. And you're probably toxic for them, It doesn't just go one way. My aunt, I loved her. She was my drug buddy. And she, whenever I got clean, about 2 years later, she tried to get clean and everything else. She got clean, but I still just couldn't, I couldn't be around her, because I knew that if we would start hanging out again, we'd start, getting up to our old shit, wanting to party and get into trouble, basically. And I just had to cut her out. I see her like once every 2 years now. And I love her, but she was holding me back in my recovery. And like I said, it's really hard to tell when enough is enough for people, And what are you doing? Stop tearing out stuff. Oh my gosh, she's driving me crazy today. Can't just get up there and... Please stop. The Easter Bunny's going to take back all your stuff.
No.
I'm going to show you all her bike here in a minute. But anyway, so yeah, it's just... Everybody has a different limit, I guess. And everybody has a different triggers and all that kind of stuff that they can handle. Like I said, it's very hard to tell when enough is enough. And I think any recovering addict needs to learn that about themselves, and needs to try to realize that when it's happening in the moment, instead of hindsight. Like, well, man, that was a really bad relationship, but I stayed in it for this long. You know what I mean? Because we're just making ourselves miserable in the long run. The best thing that you can do for yourself is just be honest with yourself. If somebody's not making you happy anymore, you know what to do. It's hard to do because, like I said, you love the people. But I guess for some people, the line is, still acting the same as when they were getting high, because then that triggers you and makes you want to use. Or for some people, it's just being treated like crap, fighting with or arguing or whatever. Or for some people, it's getting clean with their partner, and their partner like dragging you away from going to NA or AA, and keeping you from participating in group activities like you feel, because a lot of time people need that. They need that group interaction. It lifts a lot of people up. And some partners or whoever will try to keep that person from, going to NA or AA or whatever. And, what else? Y'all know your limit. You know your limit. I can't tell you your limit. I know my limit. My limit is, when you can't trust somebody, or when the damage is very done already. It's done. Hold on. So anyways, in conclusion, guys, just find your limit. Know what's okay and what's not okay, and stick with it. Because you let people treat you the way that they do. And I'm not getting all high and mighty when I say that, because I let people treat me like shit. And I don't want you to do the same. I'm an empath, whatever. And sometimes that's not a good thing. I'll just put it that way. Sometimes it hinders me from cutting people loose or doing what I need to do and what's right for me. So, yeah, just try to know your limit, guys, and try to stick to it. Try. Because I promise, the less toxic your life becomes, and less chaotic it becomes, because of what's going on around you, who's going on around you, the easier it will be to stay clean. Because she's doing that on purpose. Because, if you don't have somebody that's acting chaotic around you, you're not as stressed. When you're not as stressed, you don't want to get high as bad. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. It took me, 15 minutes to get that out, but y'all know. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the bike, and then I will be out of here. I don't need you to come out here. Okay, so there's Autumn's little bike. Notice anything about it? There are no pedals. She is, I think I've told you guys, but she is too light to pedal a bike. So, my dad got her, because she has a bike. Of course, she's got 2 bikes, and both of them, we got an even smaller one, and it was still, she's not heavy enough to push the pedals. So my dad got her that little bike. It has no pedals, and it's for children that are just learning, how to, ride a bike. So it has like these on like right beside the back tire. It's got little grip tape where you can put your feet up whenever you start striding, is what it's called. Whenever you get going, you can put your feet up on it. So you don't always have to use your feet. You can actually get going on it. But yeah, I think that's awesome, because I really want her to learn. She can't until she, gets a little bit heavier. So this will be really good to start out with. At least she'll have the basic idea. Why do you have scissors? Put them up right now. Put them up. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get stuff done in this house. I gotta go take scissors off of her that I don't know what she's cutting up, but I gotta go. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I hope that you had a great Easter. I hope that you're having a great Monday. I hope you spend today with somebody that you love. If you're at work, sorry about that, but I hope that you get home and get to spend the rest of the day with somebody that you love. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the love and support that y'all give me. I appreciate you so much, and I consider y'all my friends. And I love you guys. All right. Bye.